You are the masterpiece of your own life. You are the Michelangelo of your experience. The David you are sculpting is you, and you do it with your thoughts. We have two choices in life. We can choose to survive, or we can choose to succeed. Every one of us is unique and has been created with the gift of absolute free will, allowing us to choose how we respond to the daily challenges life always throws at us. The people close to us have had a huge impact on shaping our beliefs and our values, influencing how we act and ultimately who we become. This belief was passed down to me one wintry evening in July 1982 as I sat as a young teenager with my nana and granddad enjoying our evening meal. My nana was an amazing cook. I can visualise that meal now. Smell the aroma and almost taste that tantalising dish of homemade pasta. While we sat in the kitchen being warmed by the wonderful old Metters wood stove, Nana gave me a snippet of wisdom that at the time meant little, but today is ingrained deeply in my mind. She spoke these words with love and absolute authority. Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you what you're like. How true, how wise, how confronting. Reminiscing, I wonder what Nana and Grandad think now of the person I'm becoming as they watch me from above. I was the fourth of 6 children and developed the traits of a fighter from a very young age, literally and metaphorically. My mum and dad worked extremely hard, always practicing what they preached, walking their talk. They passed down their powerful beliefs onto us, showing us all that where there is a will, there is always a way. They provided a wonderful home and education for all of us children, and although we struggled financially, we always got through. I fought my brothers, sometimes playfully, other times seriously, for the hand-me-down clothes and toys that we all had to share, and for the pecking order to prove who was the stronger alpha male. It's a male thing, ladies. When I was 18, I left home. My rebellious nature deep inside surfaced, and the fight for individuality and survival began. I bought my first Harley Davidson, let my beard and hair grow long, and never doing anything half-heartedly, I became a serious bike rider, associating with like-minded guys and lived a life on the edge, with an attitude to match. Riding hard, drinking, smoking, fighting, and taking unbelievable risks. I lived this lifestyle for about 5 years until one day something happened. I woke up at a girlfriend's home, depressed, confused and lost. I'll never forget what she said to me. John, you look like a skeleton. That was it for me, the turning point. I knew in that moment if I didn't change, I would die very young. This wasn't who I was born to be. It wasn't who my parents worked hard to bring me up to become, and not what I wanted for my future. I made a decision and began the transformation that very day. I had to shave and cut my hair, which astounded my friends and family, and reconnected to the discipline and values I'd been raised with, and began working really hard to turn my life around. Looking back, it was a really hard road, quitting the smoking, the friends and the lifestyle, and getting fit, learning how to fight literally with disciplined focus. I began training in the martial art disciplines of Zendu-Kai and Muay Thai, and after a few sound beatings, I began to improve. A few years on, I achieved my black belt in both disciplines. This focused self-discipline and achievement of my goals compelled me to immerse myself more in business, and it was during these years I began building many enterprises. Importing pottery, growing and selling roses commercially, project managing large commercial buildings, renovating and selling real estate, which ultimately led to the birth of our very successful multi-million-dollar award-winning building company, Exclusive Residence. The journey was always a challenge which I loved and still do. I learned the rewards far outweighed the short-term pain from the knocks and life lessons experienced along the way. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, and unlike what we do today, is an exact science. Looking back on my life, I've made many mistakes and errors of judgment throughout the years. There's been times of sadness when I've felt lost and depressed. Life's taught me valuable life learning experiences which didn't seem so valuable at the time. But like the seasons, after winter comes spring, which leads to new growth, new opportunity, and a choice to work, develop and bloom. I can see clearly now the powerful influence my family, friends and colleagues have played in shaping the person I am today. It's been said the person you will become in 5 years depends on two things: the people you associate with and the books we read. We can't choose our family. They're given to us to accept and to love. We, however, can choose our friends and the people we associate with, and also what we feed our minds. The books we read will influence how we think, what we believe, and ultimately who we become. We can all have a powerful influence on our family and friends, but the only person you can change is yourself. Accept that some people, practices and situations are not for you to take on and conquer, because each of us has a difficult experience in life that may hold us back. The key to fulfillment is to identify what you need to do and commit to change, to become the best person you can be. Hold on to that belief and never give up. You deserve the best in life. The decision to change has and always will be yours.